Thank you for tuning into my Tuesday segment, which is LinkedIn for entrepreneurs, business owners. This segment's all about how you can leverage LinkedIn to get leads, grow your business as an entrepreneur, as a coach, as a sales consultant, as a consultant. So this segment's all about entrepreneurs. So let's begin the segment. What I wanted to talk about today is stop pitching your services to individuals, your service or products to individuals on LinkedIn. We've all got this message. You accept a connection request and boom, you get a DM message from an individual that you just accepted a connection request and they are pitching you their service and their product. Let me know if that's happened to you. I know it's happened to me. It happens to me almost every day. And hence why I'm doing this segment today, because it's not the most efficient way to get leads in your business. And not to mention, if all you're doing is, as you are, let me see if I'm live actually. I don't see that I'm live on LinkedIn. Yes, I am live. Okay, so if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in. Drop a comment from your, drop a comment and let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from. Don't be shy to say hi. So do that. And so beginning the segment, let me know. Also, my question to you is, have you got that pitch from someone in your DM? You accept a connection request and boom, they are pitching you their service or their products. Or someone's already in your connection, they just DM you. You've never heard from them ever before, and they are just pitching you their services. Joe, hi Joe, nice to see you. Happened to me this morning. Yes, this happens. This has been happening to me a lot lately. Some of them were very interesting. The last few ones that I got recently were all about lead generation from LinkedIn, which is interesting because I am a coach for LinkedIn that helps business entrepreneurs get leads organically straight into the DMs. So it's very interesting that last 3 people that messaged me recently were pitching me lead generation, their system for lead generation for LinkedIn. And I said to them was, hey, I have a question for you. And they say, sure, ask me. And I said, have you taken the moment to read my LinkedIn profile? And then guess what? I never heard back from them because I guess they realized that I am teaching people, entrepreneurs and business owners, how to land leads straight into the DMs of your LinkedIn. So we all get this message. And what I wanted to do segment today was on that this is not the best strategy to use. If you really want to get leads from LinkedIn, you want to grow your business leveraging LinkedIn, then the number one thing you need to stop doing is you need to stop pitching. I'm saying this to all salespeople, business development, every entrepreneur coach, anyone that's wants to get more leads. What you need to stop doing is the minute someone accepts your connection request, don't pitch them your service. This is the fastest way you're going to get deleted. It's the fastest way someone's going to unfriend you on LinkedIn, remove you as a connection. Lastly, they're not going to reply back because nobody wants to connect with someone on LinkedIn only to be pitched for their service or their products. Hi, Bernard. This has happened to me several times. I find it strange. Hi, Ololo. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but thank you for tuning in, guys. So yes, it's annoying. You will see the comments. People are writing comments that they find it strange. It's annoying. People find it annoying. So it's also the fastest way to lose trust from a potential connection, right? So the first thing you want to do is, if you really want to get leads from LinkedIn, number one thing that you need to leverage, the number one best kept secret, best tool that is available to you to get leads, it's called post, LinkedIn post. Content writing. Content is king. to getting leads. If you really want to get leads from LinkedIn, then you need to spend time writing content. Now, what type of content? When I say content, don't write content to pitch your services. Write content that would add value. One, adding value means one, many times people are not even aware that they have a problem. You need to touch on people's problems, right? So one post can be educational post, talking on a particular topic to educate people. So write educational post around the around the products or services that you sell, right? But let's take a step back before we even go into content writing. What pain is the ideal client or target client customer in? Let's do a sales map, right? So you need to develop a sales map first. What pain are your ideal clients or customers in? Make a list of every pain that they're in. What problem are they facing? Okay, so write that all down. That's actually how you can actually be able to write really good LinkedIn content. Is first, if you take the step, sit there and write down every pain point, problem that your ideal customer or client is facing. Write that down. If you're not sure, you can use the tool on LinkedIn for poll called poll to do some research finding, right? First, best way to actually get leads and be able to close those leads is to actually really understand your ideal clients or customers problem, their pain point. By just pitching your services, you're not taking the time to actually understand if they have a problem or what their pain point is. You can only provide a solution if you actually take the time first to understand the pain and the problem. So make a list of all the problem or the pain your ideal customer client is facing. Okay. Then what we want to do is we want to then write content around that each pain point. And that's how we can write content. Content is one, you need to do educational posts. Two, talk on the problem and why, if you don't solve this, is going to create a bigger problem, right? You can give tips and advice, just like I'm doing this LinkedIn Live. I do all my LinkedIn Lives. I do 3 or 4 of them every week, and it's all dedicated to me giving tips and advice on the topic that I'm an expert in. So Tuesdays, I talk about LinkedIn for entrepreneurs. Wednesdays, I talk about HR topics because HR is one of my other expertise. Then I'm talking on last expertise is career coaching, job searching, how people can grow in their careers. So I'm always covering different topics and I'm giving tips and advice, right? But I pick a topic. So that's why I'm saying the number one way to get leads organically straight into your DMs. Just imagine your ideal customer or client is reaching out to you. Instead of you spending hours of your time sending those generic messages to everyone on LinkedIn every single day is not getting you ROI on your time. But imagine now taking the same time. Instead, you are writing 2 or 3 posts a day. Let's say 2 posts a day, 7 days. Okay, you write your content for 7 days. It's got to be consistent. 7 days, you're writing 2 posts a day, maybe one at 10 a.m., one at 2 p.m. And you're getting the leads to come to you into your LinkedIn Messenger. Which one would you prefer? Which one would be the most sweetest spot to be in, where your ideal customer and clients are chasing you, or you chasing your ideal customer and client? Let me know in the comment section, because I know I want to be in the first pick where my ideal customers and clients are seeking me, reaching out to me, instead of me DMing my products and services and trying to pitch my business to them. So let's stop pitching our services and products, and instead let's start building ourselves as a brand around the subject matter expertise that we're trying to sell, right? So if you, like, for example, if you're trying to sell, let's say, a digital marketing service, then you want to start writing content around digital marketing, okay? Giving advice and tips. educational posts, advice posts, tips of posts. That's what you want to start doing. And I find that a lot of people are not doing this. A lot of people are not writing posts to educate people, give advice, and give tips. Add value first before you ask for someone's business. Because when you add value to someone, they are going to come to you when they need you. Because when they run into a problem that you've been talking on, guess who's going to be the first person that pops in their mind? You. Because one, you've created awareness, right? This goes back to the sales funnel. Create awareness about you, that you exist. Number two is engage. Number three is nurture. And then you close, right? So what you're doing is when you start DMing people and just go straight into product pitching and service pitching, you didn't create awareness about you. You didn't engage with them. You failed to understand them. You failed to nurture the relationship. And then of course you can't close because you didn't do the first three steps, right? So let's stop pitching and actually start writing content on LinkedIn. Number one way to supercharge and get those leads all straight into your DM is to write content. Now, how do you write content? Now, don't write content like there's sleazy ways to write content, and I'm not going to tell you sleazy ways. Sleazy way would be trying to get people to engage with your post, trying to pitch something. Don't do that. What you want to do is I follow a rule, 80-20 rule. 80% of my content is tips and advice, educational. I'm touching on my subject matter expertise. 20% of my post is something personal about me. That's how we build relationships, right? Human beings connect to other human beings based on real feelings and emotions. So when we are sharing something about ourselves, people will connect to us better and faster, right? Human beings crave connection. So what you want to do is when you're writing content, remember that you want to build a connection with the audience that's going to read your content. Also, one things we need to do when we're writing content is we need to write it in, I use a 5 sense tool, okay? 5 sense tool is the human 5 senses. We taste, touch, see, hear, feel the emotions, right? So you want to try to hit that. You don't always have to have an image for your content. That's one of the things I love about LinkedIn is that we don't need fancy graphics or images. We can do a simple post writing and people will engage. So how do you get people to engage with your content? The key is the content. The content has to be able to draw a person. So I follow a 3-step formula that it's my blueprint that I have mastered. And I teach content writing to entrepreneurs on how to generate leads from content and from your LinkedIn profile is I follow 3 simple steps. I call it the bomb dropping. I don't call the hook. I call it you drop the bomb. So your headline of the first sentence of your post has to drop a bomb. That's how we grab attention. So you got it. So first is you drop the bomb. Then the body of the content is what I call storytelling, the story behind that bomb drop. And then lastly, call to action, CTA. So CTA can mean many things. You can ask people for their opinion, or ask them to share something, write it in the comment, or DM me for X, right? So you always want to have one clear call to action. So my 3-step formula to writing content on LinkedIn is number 1, you drop the bomb. That's your headline. That's your first sentence. You drop the bomb. Then you tell the story behind the bomb. What's the story that led up to the bomb? And then you do a call to action. So the post has to be a storytelling. Less writing, the more better your content's going to be and more people will engage. Don't max out. Like if it's 3,000 characters, more isn't better. Post isn't about more isn't better. If you find that you have a lot to say, then write an article on LinkedIn, which is Pulse. Okay, so there's different avenues to get your message across. You can dedicate once a week writing a Pulse article, which is more lengthier version. And then every day you're going to write a post content on LinkedIn. I guarantee you, if you do this for 7 days, right, you're constantly writing posts, maybe 1 or 2 posts a day. I would say do 2 posts a day, 10 a.m. And one in the afternoon or evening, right? Whenever your ideal clients or customers are active on LinkedIn. And if you do this for 7 days, where you just focus on sharing tips and advice, educational posts, and adding value to someone, I guarantee you'll start getting leads into your DM, LinkedIn DM. Polls are handsome. Yes, polls are amazing to use to get research, conduct research, get engagement. Polls also, LinkedIn pushes polls like no tomorrow, like on the back end, the algorithm. Someone's created a post that you will see it supercharged. Like LinkedIn's gonna push it. Now, when you write a content, there is an algorithm that happens. So what happens in the back end is I did this topic last week. So if you missed it, you can go to my YouTube channel, GKM Coaching, about content writing. Now, one of the sleaziest ways of that I've seen people utilizing content is they write a little bit of a content and they just get a bunch of people they're tagging in the comments. Don't do that. Please don't tag a bunch of people in your post or in the comments just to get views on your post. That is sleazy way to get views on your post. And also what's going to happen is this is the fastest way to lose trust. The thing about content is you want to build trust. You want to build your brand, your image. And if you're just tagging a bunch of people, the message you're giving is the image you're creating now is that I'm tagging you because I want views on my post. That's the bad taste in someone's mouth that you don't want to leave. Okay. So, what we want to do is we want to write content that it will add value to somebody. If my rule is if one person can benefit from reading my content, I'm writing it. So don't make it a numbers game. Don't make it all about views. 5 quality views is better than 1,000 non-quality views. I'd rather have 5, 10 views that where people got value out of it and also then DM'd me versus having thousands of views and 0 DMs. Again, it's all about quality, right? If you're writing quality, you got to focus on quality, not numbers of views or how many people are liking it or how many people are engaging in your content. A lot of people get caught up in the numbers game and you shouldn't. You shouldn't write posts either. I also have a method that I don't write for algorithm on LinkedIn. Honestly, if you just write, you don't have to worry about algorithm. You don't have to worry about views and engagement because every view if you focus on quality, you want quality views. You want people that will resonate with your content. You want followers that want your content resonates with you and your content. That's how we build our follower base is based on trust. People need to see you as a subject matter expert. Also, when you start talking on subject matter expertise that you have, you are opening wider doors for yourself where you can get speaking engagements. You can be asked to be a guest speaker at a podcast. You can be asked to be a guest speaker at an event, at a conference, at a summit, at the sky's the limit. Associations can start asking, hey, can you come and teach to our association, be a guest speaker? So think on a bigger, larger scale. Don't get short-sighted that you want views. I see tons of people getting caught up on the views when they're writing content that they forget that it's not about the views, how many views you get. It's all about the quality. So focus on quality. So once again, my 3-step formula to writing content is you do a bomb drop headline, which is the first sentence. You got to drop the bomb. Then you tell the story behind. So storytelling behind that bomb you just dropped. And lastly is a call to action. One clear call to action. Lastly, what I forgot to mention is add some hashtag. Now, hashtagging is different on LinkedIn than it is on, like, say, Instagram and Facebook. So you want to do some research on what are the hashtags people are searching for content. Hashtagging is all about what people will use to search for content on the search engine of LinkedIn. Don't just make up random hashtags that no one's following. So you can do this quick research simply on LinkedIn. And how do you do this is if you go to the search tool, let me show you. share my screen. All you have to do is you go to LinkedIn. Oops, wrong way of sharing. Share. Okay, here we go. So let's say you go to the search tool, okay? So you go to the search tool, you type in, say, I'm in HR, so I'm going to type in the hashtag HR. This is how you do hashtag research, okay? Now I'm going to see post. This didn't work. Okay, this is how you do it. So now if you see the hashtag HR has 961,000 followers, right? So this is how you do hashtag research. You want to do research on LinkedIn to see which hashtags has followers, and that's how you use hashtag in your content. Now, don't go overboard with hashtag either. Maybe pick 5 or 6, but don't overkill on the hashtag too. I see so many people are overkilling even on the hashtag is that they have like 5-6 sentences and rest is all hashtag or tagged people. That's not what you want to do. So you don't want to have overkill with your hashtags either. So pick 5 or 6 hashtag on the topic you're talking about. But again, do your hashtag research on LinkedIn, and the simplest way to do hashtag research is just how I demonstrated. Go to the search, you type in, let's say, okay, let me type in another one, human resources. And then you click, and now you will see. So this human resources has 33 million plus followers for this hashtag. Now, when it comes to hashtag, okay, let me give you some tips and pointers on hashtag. You want to mix up the hashtag. Now this hashtag has 33 plus million followers. What's going to happen is, let's say I use this hashtag. Now, hashtagging is, if I use this hashtag, it has so many people followers that everyone that's using this hashtag, now the first post that you see on this is this person who used it, right? So this is going to keep changing. Now, not everyone's going to keep going through all this content. Look how much content this has, right? The hashtag hashtag human resources. So what you want to do with hashtagging is you want to mix it up, meaning you want to also have hashtag where there's less followers, because your content then will appear on the top when you post it versus being lost in the noise. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. So hashtagging is another option, and it's just an easy way for people to find your post when you're writing content. Next thing you want to do is, before you start writing content, make sure that you have your creator mode on and you have picked 5 topics that you talk about. Again, when you do your hashtag research, this will help you then use the hashtags on what the topics you talk about, okay? So these 2 things will go hand in hand in getting more leads for your business. If you really are dedicated in getting more leads and you want to organically, I get all my leads from LinkedIn 100% organically straight into my DMs. It's been 4 or 5 years. I have never done a cold email. I've never sent a cold email, never. I've never sent a cold DM where I'm pitching my services. I spend zero money in marketing, zero money on marketing ads. I spend zero money on trade shows or any events. All I do is I write content on LinkedIn. I set up my LinkedIn profile to be SEO friendly, where I'm appearing in searches. Plus, I'm writing LinkedIn content, and I'm getting all my leads straight into my DMs for both of my businesses, for HR consulting as well as my career coaching. My leads are coming straight into my LinkedIn DMs. You know how much time and energy It saves me every single day the last 4 or 5 years by just doing this. It's a game changer for my business, and it can be a game changer for your business. Just imagine never having to chase customers, and instead they're chasing you. They want you. And that's the power of content writing. That's the power of you building yourself as a brand, your personal branding. When you start writing content, you're also building your brand. So there's so much benefits in content writing. You never have to pitch your services ever again. Ever again. And lastly, when you write content, guess what? Your leads are being generated. Your leads are coming into your LinkedIn DMs. My LinkedIn DMs, I have messages every single day. 20, 30, 40, 50 messages, DMs. Sometimes I have more than that. Every day my DMs are filled with messages, and I'm constantly talking to people. I'm constantly getting people on the phone. That's how you want to generate leads. Just imagine your calendar, your DMs filled with people that want to work with you, people that want you, people that want your product, people that want your services. Doesn't that beat you trying to go and message hundreds of people trying to get even just one person to talk to you? Let me know in the comment section. So that's my segment today. Let's stop pitching our services in the DMs the minute someone sends us a connection request and accepts it. Instead, let's focus our time and energy in writing content, then that will generate leads for us. If you don't know how to do this, if you don't know how to write content that gets you leads in your DMs, if you don't know how to set up your LinkedIn profile that is generating leads for your business, feel free to message me and I would love to work with you. I'm working with many entrepreneurs right now as we speak, and I'm helping them get leads. Writing content that converts into leads, setting up LinkedIn profile that converts into leads. And big thing is all those leads are also generating email lists. I've helped people generate a bigger email list than any other platform that they're leveraging, like Facebook or Instagram. Also, the goal is to grow those email lists so that we have an email list as well, that we can send emails and soft lead, nurture those relationships further. So if you want to start getting leads from LinkedIn organically, 100% start getting all these leads from LinkedIn into your DMs, but if that's not happening for you, I can help you. I can help your business get more leads by leveraging LinkedIn. I would love to work with you. Send me a DM. Feel free to message me, and I would love to see how I can help you and determine if we're a good fit. And if we are, I would love to work with you. I love LinkedIn. I've been using this platform for 15 plus years. I've trained so many people on LinkedIn and so many different aspects of LinkedIn. So, as an entrepreneur who has generates all her business from LinkedIn without ever sending a cold email pitch, I don't pitch my business to nobody. I get all my potential customers to message me. I can do the same for you. So, I look forward to working with you. Until next week, have a good week, guys. Bye.